जितना सावधान तुम मेरे सामने अगर सही में सच में होते और बैठते हो, टीवी के सामने जब बैठो तो और ज्यादा सही हो जाया करो। और ज़्यादा सावधान हो करके तो अपने मोबाइल फ़ोन ऑफ रखो। घर में आप अगर और लोग हैं तो उन्हें कह के कि भी अभी कोई डिस्टर्ब नहीं करे, 1 घंटे एकदम DND, जैसे वो रूम के बाहर लगा देते हैं ना, अगर कोई होटल में रुके तो डू नॉट डिस्टर्ब, आई डोंट नीड एनी सर्विस, तो DND कार्ड लगा दो। तो ऐसे ही जब सत्संग सुनने बैठो तब आप अकेले बैठ करके सुनिए, और DND अपने लगा सको तो लगाओ, नहीं तो मौखिक रूप से सबको, परिवार को कहो कि अभी 1 घंटे के लिए डिस्टर्ब ना करें। और पूरा सावधान हो करके त्राटक करते हुए अगर आप श्रवण करेंगे तब मैं उम्मीद करूंगी कि शायद फिर आपको मेरी बात समझ लग जाए। तो ध्वनि के ऊपर ध्यान देना और ध्वनि को करना, दोनों चीजें एक साथ हो। बोलना और अपने कान से अपनी आवाज को सुनना, और तीसरी चीज हो जाएगी कि उसकी वाइब्रेशन को अपने शरीर में महसूस करना। अगर ये 3 चीजें एक साथ आप करते हैं तो निश्चित रूप से बच्चा हो, जवान हो, बूढ़ा हो, ये सबको बहुत अच्छा लगेगा, एंड इट विल बी वेरी वेरी सेटिस्फाइंग एक्सपीरियंस। बच्चा है तो 10 मिनट भी बहुत है, 15 मिनट भी बहुत है। दूसरा मेरा सुझाव है कि छोटे बच्चों के साथ थोड़ा एक वार्तालाप जरूर करना चाहिए। उनके बड़े सवाल होते हैं, तो उन सवालों का जवाब देने के लिए पहले आप मुझे सुनते रहिए, भगवत गीता ठीक से पढ़ते रहिए, विचार चंद्रोदय ठीक से आप पढ़ते रहिए, और दूसरे जो छोटी उपनिषदें मैंने बोली हैं तो उनका अध्ययन आप करें, उनका स्वाध्याय आप करते रहें, और फिर किसी दिन अपने बच्चे के साथ बैठें। ज़रूरी तो नहीं कि सिर्फ स्कूल के होमवर्क की बात आप करेंगे, ये भी तो हो सकता है कि कुछ आप आध्यात्मिक चर्चा अपने बच्चे के साथ करें। जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल कि कितनी ज्ञानेंद्रियां होती, कितनी कर्म इंद्रियां होती, पंचभूत क्या होता है, ब्रह्मांड किसको कहते, या अवतार किसको कहते। तो ये बहुत सारी बातें हैं जो अगर आपने पहले से अध्ययन कर रखी हैं गीता के माध्यम से तो आप अपने बच्चे को बता पाएंगे। और सच जानिए, आपका बच्चा आपका ज़्यादा आदर करेगा, क्योंकि बेवकूफ़ माता पिता से कोई बच्चा खुश नहीं होता है, अक्लमंद माँ बाप से बच्चे बहुत खुश होते हैं। तो बच्चों के साथ आप थोड़ा अध्ययन करें, थोड़ा कभी मंत्र करें, और कभी कभी उनको अकेले बैठ करके श्वास को गहरा लेना और छोड़ना, और उसका पेट का फूलना सिकुड़ना, छाती का फैलना सिकुड़ना, ये सब एक्सपीरियंस जो है वो बैठेगा बच्चा तो जानेगा। चंचल होता है बच्चा कभी कभी बहुत ज़्यादा, तब उसे ज़बरदस्ती मत बैठाइए, तब फिर एक और तरीका करिए। तब वो है कि जैसे मैं अभी देख रही थी, किसी बच्चे ने ही लिखी है कि दया निधे वाला कीर्तन लगा के मैं बहुत नाचता हूँ और मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता है। अब ये छोटे बच्चे को कीर्तन पसंद आ रहा है और वो नाचना पसंद करता है, तो ये भी अपने आप में एक धार्मिक क्रियाकलाप हो जाता है। एंड सच ए जॉय। और मनुष्य होकर नाचे नहीं तो क्या किया, तो नाचना बहुत अच्छा होता है। तो कभी कभी बच्चों के साथ कीर्तन गाइए, और कभी कभी बच्चों के साथ खूब मस्त होकर के नाचिए। नृत्य करना भी एक आध्यात्मिक साधना का प्रकार ही होता है। प्रत्यक्ष वालिया, जिनकी उम्र 14 वर्ष की है, बहुत सुंदर नाम। प्रत्यक्ष पूछता है, एज यू टोल्ड दैट गॉड कैन बी डिस्क्राइब्ड एज एक ओंकार सदगुरु प्रसाद, but my question is that how can one experience this existence? Please answer my question, and happy birthday again. Thank you very much, Pratyaksh. And as for your question, when we say Ek Onkar Sadguru Prasad, how can that be experienced? It can be only experienced when you begin by first experiencing who is asking this question. Is it your mind? Is it your intellect? Is it your physical heart? is it you? And if it is you, then who are you? So until and unless you don't explore your own existence, until and unless you don't explore who I am and from where this I has originated, and what is the form of this I, and who this I is, you cannot experience what Ekonkar Sadguru Prasad, this existence would be. Let's say, when you visit somebody's home, say your friend is fast asleep in his bed, and you go there in the room, and you sit on a chair by the bedside. You don't wake him up. You just sit there, and somebody serves you tea and snacks and water and everything, and you sip tea and you drink your tea and enjoy your snacks, but your friend is sleeping. So you spend a good 1 hour with your friend, and then you just come out of the room and go back to your house. Will your friend know that you came? Or should I say, is this a way to go to anybody's home? That you don't wake up that person. So nobody will do that. Surely, first you will ask the person where the person is. If sleeping, then you will wake that person up. Even if it means to pull your friend's leg and kick him out of the bed, you will do that. So that the person knows that you are there and acknowledges your presence. Now let me say, our friend called God is visiting you. He's right there with you, but you are sleeping. Sleeping in the sleep of ignorance, avidya, ajnana. So God is very much present right in you, right with you. But you cannot acknowledge. Why? Because you are asleep. So it's not about how to experience a Kumkar. It should be, how should I wake up from my slumber? Until you wake up from your own sleep, you cannot meet this friend called God. So God is not a thing who exists somewhere in some distant world and he has to travel and come to us. God is not an existence which happens in some specific time only, that when that time will come, then God will appear and then God will disappear. No. God is that existence which is in the time and beyond the time. So the time is like a flicker in that existence. Time is like an illusion in that existence. And you are the one who are asleep. So you need to wake up. So as Raman Maharishi used to say, know thyself. Just focus on this one question, who you are. What is your being? What is your existence? Until you know who you are, you cannot know what God is, and forget about experiencing Chetan or Gur or Prasad or Ek Omkar. Now that's the apathy of all the religious people. They believe in the concept of God without knowing God. They believe that God exists, and then they have used the imagination or the terminology given by somebody else. God is like this, 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 this. God has this name, this name, this name. God speaks Arabic or Sanskrit. God speaks Hebrew. And God speaks Punjabi. And then they fight. So it's a joke, actually. In the name of God, it's just a joke going on. And some of the masters have really made fun of it. Really made fun of this very fictitious belief of God which people have, without knowing who you are, without knowing the truth. Everybody thinks they believe in God. And everybody has their own, Alice in the Wonderland type of idea about God. God will be happy like this, God will be angry because of this, I have to please God. Oh God, don't punish me. Oh God, I'll bribe you with some laddu or prasad or kada prasad or something. and then God will be very happy. Or you say, like that day I was listening to this one person who is very popular, I won't take the name, and in that he's saying, go to the temple and ask what you need from Mata, and if she doesn't give, then fight with the Mata then a ladke lala. Oh my God, it's such a joke, what are you speaking? But it's not their fault, they don't know. And so-called bhakti becomes, just a very, very flimsy, very, very superficial belief system, which works for some people. I'm very happy if it works for you. But end of the day, truth is truth and it is eternal. And just a mere fake belief is just going to be a belief, and it won't help you at all. Like I like to give one example. In this COVID times, there are people who say, "Oh, I have faith in God, hence I will not wear mask. I will not wear mask because I have faith in God." There are some religious places, if you go there, even if you are wearing a mask, they'll ask you to remove the mask. And they say, "Don't you have faith in the Guru? Guru will save you. Don't wear mask. Your mask is the sign of you having no faith in Guru. So take your mask off." Wow. And this is, they claim to be a religious behavior. I would call it just an ignoramus behavior. There's a story, it's an old story, that one man was stuck in a flood. Whole village just left the village. The rescue team came and they took them all out. But this one person who was standing on the roof of his house, whosoever comes, the rescue boat, and ask him, "Oh, come on in the boat, we will take you." And he would say, "No, no, no, I have faith in God. God will come and help me. I don't want your help. You may go away." So this went on for 3 days, and 4th day the water rose more and he drowned and he died. And when he died, now this is a story, don't take it literally, he appears in front of God and he fights with God. "God, why didn't you help me? I was waiting for you and you never came." God said, "Well, I came more than 20 times. Every time that with the boat which arrived to you, it was me who was coming in that form. Every time I came to you and I was pleading that come, 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 and you would say, 'No, God will help.' Because you have a crazy idea about God. You have a crazy image about the God. So you drowned not because of me not providing you any help, but it was because of your stupidity. Your stupidity that God will come in some super luminous form and just sweep you away from that flood waters." So, the first and the foremost step has to be to know who I am. And I will suggest you one of my book that's called Atmabodh. It's available in Hindi and English. Pick your language, start studying it, and hopefully you will come to a point where it will be much more clearer to you that why it is so important to know who you are. And then comes the second thing about knowing God. Like Bubble was asking, "Where is water? I want to know water. I want to search water. I want to find water." And then that Bubble was told, "Why don't you look within and look who you are?" And Bubble started looking within and he found he was water. So his all search about water ended that day, the day he found out who the Bubble is. Exactly same is the situation with you also. Dear Pratyaksh, I hope I have made my point very clear to you. Avinash Kumar, how to start first step towards Bhagwan? You have already done that, and that is by started listening to satsang. When you are in satsang, when you listen to satsang, this is already a blessing has happened. Because without blessings, I can say in this earth, all those people who are living, how many will be fortunate enough to happen to meet a Sant, a Mahatma, and be in their association, and that Mahatma is speaking to you and making things clear to you. And the more you listen, and when you are in a satsang, you come to know about your own true self. And the day you will find the true self, you have found Bhagwan right there. Because your true self and Bhagwan are not two different entities. We humans want and wish Bhagwan to be separate from us, living up above in the sky. The holy being, the super being, sitting on some big throne and pulling our strings and moving us like puppets. This is what a common man's idea about God is.